Hi, today we're going to talk about evaluating the different types of sources you'll come across when researching. Keep in mind that sources aren't inherently good or bad, but there are effective and ineffective ways to use sources in your research. We're in the database Academic Search Premier and have a list of results for our sample research topic on the role of violence in the Hunger Games. The first article looks interesting, so let's click the title to begin evaluating. The first criteria for evaluating is looking at the author and their credentials. Here, our authors are affiliated with the university, so they're likely educated and are experts in the field. We could also Google the authors to learn more about their credentials. Next, we want to look at the source. Our source here is a journal, and if we click into it, we can see that it's a peer-reviewed publication, which means other experts in the field have reviewed the articles for accuracy and reliability. This doesn't mean the articles are perfect, and you'll still need to critically evaluate peer-reviewed sources. It's good to note this if your assignment requires you to use peer-reviewed materials. We can determine if the article presents us with current information by looking at the date. This article was published in 2013. We're interested in writing about the Hunger Games movie that came out in 2012, so we could use this article in an argument about the early reaction to the film. However, if we were writing about the most recent Hunger Games film that came out in 2015, this article would not be current for our research. We can use the abstract to learn why the article was written and the author's overall argument and findings. This article was written to inform and seems to be relevant to our research on the role of violence in the Hunger Games, because it will help us understand how adolescent girls view this topic. Taking a quick look at the full text of the article will help us further evaluate our source. We can skim the introduction and first couple paragraphs for any signs of bias. We want to make sure the sources we use present information objectively by explaining different perspectives on the issue and supporting their own argument with factual information. Next, we want to skim through the literature review to find out where the authors are getting their information and make sure they're citing their sources. Citing sources allows us to find the original information and make our own conclusions. After critically evaluating the article for credibility and relevance to our topic, we can continue to read the article and take notes on how we can use it to enhance our own argument. Remember, if you have any questions about evaluating sources, you can always ask a librarian.